What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. Let's start this video with Andrew Jacked, who has been quiet on social media for quite some time now, especially in terms of the physique updates. And also in the discussion of who is going to be very impressive in Pittsburgh Pro guest posing, which is happening this weekend. Somehow Andrew's name hasn't been mentioned as much as I believe it should have been. This is going to be Andrew's first time in the Pittsburgh Pro, and looking at one of his recent videos blasting a powerful drop set of T-bar rows, focusing on his back. It seems like he is putting a lot of work in that back department. And considering his height, I think he is gonna be one of the standout guys in the Pittsburgh Pro guest posing this weekend. I mean, the guy is over 6 feet 2, with one of the most amazing flow in the men's open bodybuilding. And considering that this is gonna be his first guest posing appearance in Pittsburgh, he's gonna wanna make a big impact here. So I am very sure that he's gonna be really impressive here. Now, as far as his competition plans are concerned, there haven't been any official confirmation by Andrew Jacked that he is in fact prepping for Dubai Pro. Both his coach Chris Acito as well as his trainer Chris Lewis aka Psycho Fitness, they keep mentioning that Andrew Jacked is going to defend his title at Texas Pro, with no hint of him doing Dubai Pro. And these two shows are about 4 weeks apart.
I have seen pictures of Andrew, very big, made improvements, made massive improvements. I think you guys are going to be very surprised when you guys see him. Very much in striking distance for Texas Pro. I think he's going to respectfully run through that show.
So it is going to be really interesting to see whether Andrew goes for Dubai or not, because he's going to miss out on a very big opportunity to win $100,000. I mean, that is more money than what he had at the Olympia last year for placing 5th, or at the Arnold Classic 2023 for placing 3rd. But I guess he is focused on a bigger goal than the money. A much bigger, much better, and something totally different is expected, as this is the first time Andrew Jacked took an off-season since turning pro. And this is the first time he had enough time on his hand to take care of some weak body parts, like his side chest, like his back, like his hamstrings. So, Andrew Jacked is currently 39 years old, which really poses a question here. How long can he continue to improve? How long can he make improvements? And will he ever be able to achieve that look that the fans are expecting from him? I mean, will he ever be at that point where he becomes a real threat to Mr. Olympia title? I think this is the year he can do that. But do let me know what is your opinion. So Muhammad Shaaban was supposed to guest pose at the Pittsburgh Pro this weekend, but sadly he won't be there, as the man just revealed that he has spent this entire week in the hospital because of a very serious infection that triggered his organs to shut down. Now he has been feeling a bit better now, but he stated that ignoring the warning signs that his body was giving, that resulted in a much worse consequences. Because initially he thought this was just flu, and he also emphasized on this fact, why all the athletes must allow their bodies to recover, to rest, to take a break. So Samson Dauda, being one of the best professionals in the men's open bodybuilding, he sets a great example of cleaning out a system for 2 months after he's done with the competition season. And just because his opinion affects the masses in bodybuilding, that must be appreciated. And this is what all the old school bodybuilders used to do. And there is a reason why all these guys look so much leaner, even in the off-season phase, while this wasn't the case back in the 90s. These guys used to get off everything to let their body recover, to preserve their organs and their health. So Muhammad Shaaban competed in both Arnold Classic Ohio as well as UK, and going by his placings, and considering that he took the entire 2023 off, he did not do that well in both these shows. So fortunately now he's getting resting up and take care of his health before thinking about competing again this year. So this picture posted by Carlos Thomas Jr. I don't believe this is a recent one. This was probably taken during his stay in Brazil, when he was prepping for the Arnold Classic South America a few weeks back. But because of a sudden death in his family, he decided not to compete, and he flew back to the US. So that brings us to this following question. Will we see Carlos on the stage this year? I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. So Carlos is a guy who has done only one pro show after getting his pro card, and he won his pro card way back in 2021, and he made a lot of noise even at that show. He took the entire 2022 off, and then he competed at Texas Pro last year, and he placed top 3 behind Andrew Jacked and Hunter Labrada. So a top 3 finish at your pro debut with some of the top guys in the business, that was still a very good result for him. I don't think any of us had him beating either Andrew Jacked or Hunter Labrada going into that show. So almost all of the bodybuilding community was really excited to see Carlos Thomas Jr. at the Arnold Brazil, and the way Rafael Brandao showed up kinda off at that show. Maybe if Carlos was there, he could have won it. the results could have been different. And as young as Carlos says, people were expecting to see some improvements on his physique compared to what we saw from him in Texas last year. Because after doing Texas Pro, he went back to the drawing board right away. So that was a very decent offseason that he had. So he is without a doubt a phenomenal bodybuilder. And if he's able to get into that condition that the judges expect him to be in, the kind of condition that all these top guys bring, he is definitely gonna hurt some feelings because of the sheer size and the amount of muscle mass that he has on his frame. Plus, he obviously needs to bring up his back because that is still a very lagging area. The Persian Wolf Hadi Chan is certainly gonna be missed at this weekend at the Pittsburgh Pro guest posing. As a former Mr. Olympia, as well as the top contender for this year's Mr. Olympia title as well, it could have been a real treat for all of us bodybuilding fans to see him up on that stage with some of the best guys in the business right now. So the good thing is that the health phase is finally over, as it has been 8 weeks since the Arnold Classic UK, which was the last show of Hadi Chan. So the man is back in the gym, showing some very freaky details already. So Hadi Chan is a very special athlete because even when he is off, he has striations all over. And that is his biggest strength over the winning Mr. Olympia Derek Lunsford. So we are gonna see what the mutant Nick Walker looks like in about a week's time. Because as of right now, it seems like this is gonna be a two-man fight for the top spot. And if Nick wants to make it a three-man call-out, he needs to bring something special. So Hadi really surprised us all with the way he showed up, especially at the Arnold Classic Ohio. Everybody was bringing up his waistline, that his waist has been getting bigger and wider every single year. And Hadi brought that vacuum to the stage and silenced all his critics. His waist never looked that streamlined. So him and his coach Hadi Chan know what they need to bring to have a great shot at the Olympia title this year. The Arnold Ohio package is what they need to duplicate. But we all know Hadi Chan isn't gonna settle for that. He's gonna try and bring an even better package at the Olympia in October. So finishing things off with Tonio Burton's physique update, about 1.5 weeks out of the New York Pro. So the symmetry is looking off the charts right now. He looks mind-blowingly good. But how he would hold up in terms of the size, standing next to guys like Quentin Beeswax or Martin Fitzwater, that is the real question. As the reigning New York Pro champion, there hasn't been much talk about him, especially after Quentin made the announcement that he is doing the New York Pro. And Quentin having some of the most amazing symmetry, some of the most insane aesthetics in the men's open bodybuilding. In short, just a bigger version of Tonio Burton. All the hype has been stolen by Quentin. So Tonio is kind of in a difficult spot right now. And it would have been totally different for Tonio Burton had he won the Arnold Classic South America. Because then he would have nothing to lose here at the New York Pro. And skipping the Detroit Pro was a big mistake as well. Because as a top 8 guy in the world, now he is fighting for his Olympia spot here. And it is all gonna come down to how much improved Quentin shows up here. Because there is every reason to believe that both Quentin and Tonio Burton are gonna be doing Cali Pro. I mean, Tonio Burton has already committed. So where do you guys have Tonio placing here at the New York Pro? Will he be the guy challenging Nick Walker for the top spot? Do let me know in the comments below. And also hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video. And smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.